Welcome back, truck fans. Rich here at the Preston Autoplex. This vehicle is being sold on eBay, and please note it's not open to Maryland residents due to the implied warranty status on even wholesale vehicles in Maryland. Now, this is a 2002 Dodge Ram 3500. Features the Cummins 24-valve turbo diesel engine. Pretty good for towing if you ask me. And of course, this vehicle has just over 129,000 original miles. Now, this vehicle, folks, does have a couple of imperfections, mainly on the hood. Also, the dashboard is cracking up quite severely on the driver and passenger side. But I tell you what, if you're looking for a diesel engine truck, maybe to tow that fifth wheel or maybe the horse box, you're going to have a lot of fun in this one. Now, please note this vehicle is sold as is, so if you do have any questions whatsoever, be sure to call Chris Christian. His name's going to be in the hyperlink down below to the eBay listing and also in the description itself. Anyway, let's take a look at the interior, folks. You can see passenger door all there, not too bad, pretty clean. And of course, let's move on to the dashboard. You can see right at the top there, you've got some cracking going on all the way along to the driver's side. So that might be worth noting. Now, we do also have a cloth interior. It's pretty clean. So we're going to take a slow look down here, just so my camera can focus sharply. Now, you need to be watching this video in high definition. So if you need to do that, there should be a little cog around about here. Just change the settings. And that, of course, just brings us onto the footwells. Pretty clean. There is a couple of stains on the inside, folks. So if you have some carpet cleaner at home, or maybe considering this truck, then it might be worth spending a few hours with the old rubber dub going on. And of course, that takes us on to the back door. Again, nice and clean. A couple of spots here and there. The back seat itself, a decent amount of room. And of course, there we have it, folks. Now, I will confess, under here, detail department might have missed this earlier on, but there's a straw cover there. I'm going to throw in this one without charging you any extra. So we'll need to be vacuumed out in the back, but let's just take a step back here, folks, and have a look down the side. Now, pretty clean, eh? Of course, it's the SLT trim. A couple of scuffs on the wheel arches here, you can see. And that brings us on to the dual rear wheels. Pretty clean themselves, the wheels. Tyres, well, I would say, well, there's about 4/32 on that tyre and about 6/32 on the inner ones. And of course, the truck bed itself has a color-coded epoxy liner. There's your provision for your fifth wheel and a couple of tie downs. Now, please note, folks, if you'd like to come and test drive this vehicle, it's at the Preston Autoplex here in Maryland. Back end features a tow package. And again, tailgate does have a couple of imperfections. There's actually a light dent right here. You can probably see it as we move the camera around. And there we go. Now, let's take a look at this side. Check out the tires again to find out what's going on. Again, about 6/32 there, 4/32 on this one. Not too bad on treads. Of course, only you know your state inspections and what they require. And of course, that brings us down to this side. Again, pretty clean truck. Of course, it has that diesel engine. And of course, here we are. There is a small imperfection in the seat right here. And up over we go, nice and slow. Remember, folks, you can stop this video anytime. So if there's something that interests you, that you want to take a look at, just press pause. Let's just take a look at the dashboard. You can see the crack right over there, all the way to over here, down to the cluster itself, and there we have it. Now, let's just have a quick look down the driver's seats. Now, air conditioning is untested. It's about 26 degrees out here today. And that brings us on to the driver's door. Now, the vehicle does have electrical brake, again, untested. Pretty clean. Now, let me just have a look on top of the roof here, folks, because you know what? Sometimes you can see a truck, but you can't see the roof. Now, we have the lights up the top. The roof's not bad. There's a bit of paint fading going on there. Could do with some cutting compound, maybe a buff. And let's start this one up. But before we do that, let's just take a look here. Now we have a air freshener there. Of course, we have factory AM/FM CD player, cigar lighter. There's your controls there. So let's start this one up and find out what's going on. Now remember, this is a diesel engine, so we have to wait for a few seconds for the lights to go out. And there we have it. No check engine lights on, nothing like that. ABS light went out. So let's give it a bit of gas and find out what it sounds like. Yep. Takes a bit of time to warm up this one, folks. And let's check out the engine. Now the vehicle does have a little bit of smoke coming out of the exhaust right now, folks. Could do with an injector cleaner being run through the system. But whilst we're down here, let's take a quick look underneath and find out what's going on. And there we have it. Sorry my hand's not the most steadiest today, folks. It's absolutely freezing, but there we have it. Give us a call, 1-800-655-3764, or hop online at prestonmotor.com.